All right, Nathan Asha denied entry into the U.S. He will not be at the Olympia 2023. He is going back to the U.K. He made it to Florida, but then they are sending him back home. Everybody at this point probably knows. They probably saw his post on Instagram. But why don't we go back and see what he claims to be the reasons were that he actually was denied access into the U.S. So here it is. Here's his post. I'm not going to put the audio on, guys. He's a little difficult to understand. He has a very thick brogue. If you want to go listen to him, you can actually go to his Instagram, which is right here, Nathan Asha 2. But I'm going to read what he wrote. So here we go. Olympia update. Guys, I thought this was the year I could come back to the big stage. Had what I believe to be all the correct paperwork in order to be denied by a bitter, salty lady is heartbreaking. On the way here, I was excited like a child, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And, okay. So up here in this first paragraph, he says it's a paperwork. Down here, he says, the Mr. Olympia is the pinnacle of any bodybuilder's career. We all want to be there, but sadly, so many of us can't be. We can't control where we are born, even as a kid, getting up to no good, thus being punished for it. So getting up to no good, or where you're born. Have you noticed Nathan Asha is the only person from the UK or the only bodybuilder from the UK that has a problem coming here to compete? James Hollingshead was in the Olympia last year and the year before. Samson Dowd was in the Olympia. Samson Dowd was in the Honor Classic. He obviously won. We all know that. Luke Sandow never had a problem. Dorian Yates never had a problem. All these great, British bodybuilders never had a problem. He seems to be the only one. So he's saying that either it's his paperwork or it's where he's from. I think I have a different idea of what the reason is that he's being denied. Let's just go and take a look at some articles that I found. So right here, this is the website to the NNMU immigration. And it explains why you would be not denied entry to the USA from the UK. So there's several reasons. Why don't we go down and read the reasons? So here we go. These are the reasons. The first one, if you have previously been refused entry into the U.S., regardless of reasons, blah, blah. If you've previously been refused, obviously for the reasons below, if that makes sense, right? So if you tried to get in a second and third time for you're overstaying your visit and you haven't straightened that out, that kind of thing, they're going to deny you. But okay, so number two, if you have previously overstayed a visit in the U.S., okay, he has not done that. Number three, if you have been arrested, cautioned, or convicted of a criminal offense. You can continue reading, but you know where I'm going with this. The next one is if you're suspected of having ties to terrorist group. The next one is if you have a disease or physical or mental disorder. Okay. If you have been arrested, cautioned, or convicted of a criminal offense. All right. So we remember what happened during COVID. He had his gym open. He was arrested for that. Okay. But there's bigger things here. Okay. Here's an article from 2021. Nathan Asha, pro bodybuilder, must repay steroid cash. All right, thank you, BBC. I don't really want to subscribe. A professional bodybuilder has been ordered to repay thousands of pounds, which he made from selling illegal steroids to another gym. Nathan Asha, 34, of Gateacre, Liverpool, sold steroids worth 10,000 pounds to the Pain and Gain gym in Barnstaple. Here's the picture of the steroids that were found. And it says right here, the first steroids were found when police arrested Pain and Gain boss Richard Green for cocaine dealing. Green was jailed for 4.5 years in 2019 for possession of MDMA, cocaine, for an intent to sell. Oh, and 56,000 pounds of criminal property. I don't even know what the hell that means. Asha had supplied the steroids for over 3 months in 2017. Okay, so he was arrested for selling steroids. And here is actually another article I found that seems to be, this goes back to 2012. A man jailed for encouraging Liverpool riots on Facebook. So there's another time that he was arrested. Okay, let's see. Man who told his Facebook friends to loot Liverpool once at the height of last summer's riots was jailed. Bodybuilder Nathan Asha, 25, posted comments including hit town and get something out of it, and Manx took Arndell. I don't know what that means. Let's take Liverpool one tonight and be above them. So it's 3 times in the UK that we know of that he was arrested. I doubt it's the paperwork. Okay. But Nathan, you don't listen to the news much, do you? If you really wanted to get into the US, you could have came in through the southern border. They're just coming in. The migrants are just coming in. There's no wall there. There's nothing. They're just letting them in. You could have came in through there and you would have got actually free room and board in Staten Island, apparently. So I am on the side that this is the reason why he's being denied, not paperwork, not where he's from, nothing like that. So leave your comments. I mean, let me know what you guys think. I'm just delivering what I think to be the truth. Maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it. I'm just connecting the dots. Later.